I'm Tiffany Olm.
I'm Jordan Zamora.
To give a quick recap on it, I would say the 20s is where it really became popular. You've got your swing, East Coast swing, your jazz music is what really inspired that and brought people. So Louis Armstrong, we all know him for his trumpet playing, and he really gave a huge influence onto that swing, yes. And so in New York, Manhattan, New York, the Savoy Ballroom is where a lot of that swing dancing came to pass. So the 20s, 30s, 40s, there's kind of a little bit of a different style, but yet all the same. In each era, different locations, different people kind of added their own flavor. So some of the grandfathers or grandmothers of history that we all know is like Frankie Manning. He's really huge. And his dance partner was Norma Miller. And Norma Miller and him, they were just amazing. And they were both part of what's called Whitey's Lindy Hoppers. His name was Herbert Whitey. So Herbert Whitey gathered all these people that were just amazing dancers, and he put the swing group together, and they traveled and performed everywhere. So yeah, I mean, that's kind of where to give it that background where it originated from.
So when it comes to the evolution of like even swing dancing, it kind of revolves within the times of the people depending on what style or taste of music they prefer.
And in the ballroom world, there's also where they have competitions, and that would be East Coast swing or jive. And so international is jive, American is East Coast swing if you compete. And then you have separate competitions that are completely different for country swing. In our particular area, in here, Carson City, Nevada, you have a huge influence for West Coast swing. There is 2 West Coast swing clubs in the area, and people travel quite a bit for that. That one's very worldwide. I'd say even on the internet it's become very popular. People love watching it.
Millions of people.
Yeah, yeah, a lot of people love it. And then East Coast swing, you have to have that particular style. It's more jazzy music. The West Coast is poppy, so again, that's the type of person. They like the pop, blues. The jazz music, that old vintage, is East Coast swing, single time swing, jitterbug. There is at least 9+ styles of swing. So you get all these versions of swing. Which one do you want to learn? They're all similar, but they do have their own take, their own music, and they're related, of course. They're all cousins. So, but yeah, in our area in particular is West Coast swing, and there is a retro, vintage swing, whatever you want to call it. There's a Reno Swings Club for that style, a Reno West Coast Swing Club, a Carson Swing Club. I support all styles of swing.
Honestly, the connection with everybody.
The connection, definitely the way you dance and make friends, and it's very forgiving. So swing it may seem difficult, but once you understand the rules, it's like, here's the rules, and then you can play within those rules and rearrange them.
Honestly, a sense of community. Most of the time, whenever they have a place where they feel like they belong, it doesn't matter what age group they are a part of, they can still try to relate, even with a younger age group. That's the one boundary that kind of gets tossed out the window, is when everybody dances, they don't care about age caps. They care about the experience they get to have with each other, honestly. They care more about the actual sensation of connecting and living what others experienced in their times, or even in the modern days.
But in this particular area, I don't know exactly. I know I've been involved for 20 years, and there's been a few ballrooms that have had their influence, and I know in Carson, Donna and Jim Ewing were the ones that got the West Coast Swing Club going. I am the first ballroom in Carson City. I've been here for 15 years. And there really wasn't any swing when I was growing up. Nobody danced. This month we're going to be focusing on Lindy swing. A few other terms for it can be retro swing or single time swing or jitterbug. So they're kind of all the same thing. But if you hear that, you're like, well, is that the same?
Same Lindy, huh?
Yeah, same. So some people say Lindy. I call it jitterbug because it's a difference between 6 count and 8 count.